Hello, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over the Wander card making workshop. And in the kit you get the instructions. You get this really cool stamp set with a city scene and a mountain scene. And then a bunch of cool sentiments. And you get the die cuts, the sun, a couple clouds, and the moon. All the cards and envelopes for 16 cards. This makes 4 of each design. You get the gold glitter gems, a sheet of Sundance. I think that's linen. Let me see. Is that Glacier? White Daisy. Let me see, I think it's linen. Linen, yes. Okay, and a couple of sheets of the Wander paper to make the cards. Okay, I am going to go through and cut everything and come back and show you how I put together one of each of the cards as they have it, and then I will make some my way because I don't always follow directions. So the cutting diagrams are pretty self-explanatory for anybody who hasn't done these before. They give you everything you need. Here, what it shows is that piece that is cut out, you're going to cut little pieces out of that paper. So they're utilizing all the paper that they can to save on cost, which I always appreciate. And then detailed instructions on the stamping and the card making. Okay, so I will be back with all of that soon. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. And if you're new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know whenever I post a video. I really appreciate all your help in building my channel. And I will be right back and we'll put the cards together. Okay, card number 1. We have sapphire ink. We're supposed to stamp the card base. And this looks like a little wood grain stamp, and I think it's going to be one of my favorites. Let's see. Oh, so cool. Oh, I'm missing the stamp pad. Okay, that looks good. Next thing is this little piece of white. And we're supposed to stamp on it. I picked a different sentiment for this card. The other one, this says, I love you to the stars and back, and I picked, I think, my lucky stars for you. And I'm going to stamp it and cut it out because I don't want you to see my hair. There we go. And the other stamp. No matter how much I prepare, I'm never prepared. All right, there's a cute little circle border here. And will that fit? I think it'll fit crosswise. Yes. And I need Glacier ink according to the directions. Sometimes I really like their designs. Sometimes I don't. I think I really like this one, so we're going to stamp that. Cute. Okay. And then we're going to dovetail. scissors. And there we go. Now there's two ways you can dovetail. I usually fold my paper in half. A lot of people like to go in the middle up and then from the corners over. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes not so much. That one did okay. I don't know why, just I get better results folding it in half like this and then snipping. Okay, so I did that. Now we're supposed to glue this on here and trim it. It doesn't say that, but yeah, attach 1E, trim one end at a slight angle and tuck slightly behind D. All right. So it looks like this is underneath the white. So we're going to do that later then, and we will actually, I'm going to do it like this and trim it. And then when I lay it down, I won't have to worry about it. Okay, so now it's trimmed to the right angle, or the correct angle. It's not a right angle. All right, so prepare pieces as shown. We did attach 1A, 1B, and 1C. 1A is the blue one. 1B is the border strips. Oh, these are the two I wanted. Oh, and they're not equal. Let's see. Boy, I've got either skinny or none of them are the same. All right, we're going to use the two skinny ones. And I'm going to ink the edges of these. Excuse me, still got a cold. 1D with 3D foam tape. Okay. So what about that one? 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, attach 1E, attach the mountain range accent with thin, okay. So to cut out the mountain range accent, this is the linen cardstock, and I'm going to put this on here. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, I've been on the lookout for something that doesn't rip paper after you put it through the die cut machine, right? I usually use that magnetic plate when I use my Sizzix, but someone close to my heart came out with their new die cutting machine. I started using that and I love it, but there's not a magnetic plate for it, and my magnetic plate is not here, or I could use it, but the mat is like the new magic mat that Sizzix came out with. We came out with this first, and I don't know if the magnet would work well, but anyway, besides all that, I've been looking for a tape to hold this down. Washi tape, the pink tape, or the purple tape, you know, all kinds of stuff. What, rub it on your skin, rub it on your pants, get it non-tacky, whatever. It always seems to adhere and pick up some of the paper. Well, while I was cleaning, I found this wall safe tape from Scotch, and this seems to work really well. It's not been tearing paper, it's been lifting off really good. So I'm going to continue to use it, and I think the tape, it gets worse the more you use it. Like, I like to reuse it even though it's cheap. I'm cheaper than being cheap. So I like to reuse my tape as much as I can. So I will, there's a little piece of paper on there, but I don't think that was from tearing the paper, but it was from something. I don't know what. Anyways, it's been doing really good. So I'm going to continue to use it and see how well it does. And I may have to get some more. I've got a little bit left on this roll, so we'll see how it goes. But I will keep you updated. But yeah, if it doesn't tear the paper, I'll be so happy. So I'll be right back after I die cut this. Okay, I'm back. And earlier I mentioned about die cutting these out, but you're actually going to use both pieces. So that's pretty cool that they set it up like this. See how nice that comes off? So this piece is going to go into card 2. And then this tape comes off nice and easy. Holds it really well, but it didn't tear the paper yet. And I've used those a few times already. So don't make a liar out of me, little tape. Okay. But I'm just wondering if it'll start getting stickier like the washi tape does. The more you use it, the stickier it gets. What is with that? Usually it's the other way, right? But anyway, you have your linen here, and of course our paper is double-sided. One side is light, one side is dark. So the little cloud accents are going to go on here to, you know, be different colored. How cute is that, right? Okay, so when you read the directions, you find out all kinds of things. So this is going to go on here like that. Where's the card? Here's the card. I'm not going to do the gluing because that would just take forever. So this will go on here like this. That'll be there. That'll be there. Or maybe like this. I don't know. It's supposed to be the clouds over the clouds, you know, that kind of thing. All right. So, oh, I need a moon. I haven't done a moon yet. Okay. So the stripes will go here, and I will ink these. And I'll show photos at the end of the video. I'll have close-ups of these cards. So that there. And this is going to go here, popped up on foam with this underneath. And then you have a moon here and a couple of, or 3, of course, it's always an odd number, 3 of the glitter gems. Okay, and your card is done. So that's really cute. All right, so stay tuned to the end to see it all finished. All right, card number 2. I like this one because it has inking, and that's one of my favorite things to do. So we'll get that out, and we need Glacier and Sapphire. Okay, so this piece we need to stamp. And if you hear thunder, we're having a thunderstorm, which means my daughter might go into labor, right? Hopefully I can get this stamped without my head in the way. And get it on there. I like this. It's got like a, yeah, look at that. Oh, I got some on there. All right, it might be covered up. I'll cover it up with the other stamping. Okay. I am such an easy person to get along with. I go with the flow. Sending sunshine thoughts. All right. So we're sending sunshine thoughts, and don't get aggravated because you stamp off. All right, there's that. We'll take this off here so I can see it correctly. And this is in Sapphire 2, so we're going to stamp right over where that boo-boo is. Perfect. See? Doesn't, you know, there's no reason to get upset. It's only paper. It's only paper. All right, and we're supposed to do dots, and they did it in Sapphire. I'm going to do it in Glacier because that's what I just put on my stamp. All right. All right, we're still going to use this because we have to do inking. And I'm going to ink all my papers. I won't do that on camera because that takes forever. All right, this one. Okay, so I stamp that. This paper, you ink the bottom third. And it's going to be where the mountains show. I'll go behind the mountains. So let's see. I don't like the blotchiness, so we're just going to keep rubbing until it smooths it out. Because you know there's a lot of ink still on that dauber. I just keep rubbing and it'll smooth it out. Maybe there's no ink left. All right. I see pieces of my dauber everywhere. All right. I just want to get that more smooth there. There we go. All right. There. Okay. The sun's gonna go over here. Oh, and this is cool. I saw this. We're gonna ink with Sundance onto the sun with that really cool stamp, the wood stamp. All right. So let me clean this off because I still have blue on it from before. Get the stamp chamois out. Make sure I don't have any blue on there. It is stained, that's all right. I like blue stamps. Okay, so we're gonna stamp the sun. Cool! Oh my gosh, I love this stamp. This is gonna be one of my favorites for a while, I'm sure. All right, so the sun now has some texture, and that's gonna go behind here. And there are some clouds now off camera in between the last card and this card. I had to do some more die cutting, so I just did a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to use this light gray ink. I think it's pewter because my linen pad is not here. It's at another venue. And of course, you know, the one I need is not here. I have almost 2 of all of them, but not that one. Because to be honest, I don't use linen a lot. It's very, very light gray. All right, so those are our clouds. So they're gonna go in there, and that's gonna go layered behind here with the sun peeking out. Oh, that's cute. It's gonna go here, and that gets inked, 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 inked. And then it has some little glitter gems. So again, I will show this card finished at the end for some close-ups, okay? And we'll move on to card 3. Okay, moving on to card 3. Really like this texture stamp. This time we're gonna do it with Glacier on the card base. So I'll move all these pieces. And the directions say that if you reach a point where you're going to overlap, use a masking technique. So what that would be is to get a piece of scrap paper and just cover where you've already stamped, so you don't double stamp and get you know, extra color. Sorry about that. We just had a great big thunderclap and my dogs don't like it. It's okay, Chili. We just lost power too, so I'm trying to get this done before it goes out again if it does. So right here is where they would say to mask. So let me find a piece of scrap paper. Well, I can use this scrap. So I'm just going to cover that up and then stamp that side. So there, now you don't even know. Okay, so that's done. And make sure it's opening the right way. Okay, now we're going to attach these. Well, I'm not going to attach them. I'm going to ink the edges as I've been doing for all of them. Which side is darker? This must be a piece of regular. I don't see any difference. Huh. Okay. And then that. All right. So I'm going to ink the cloud. I'm going to stamp the sun, even though they did not stamp it. I am going to stamp it with that texture because that is so cool. I really like this. Sorry. All right, this has got to be inked. It's going to go at the top. That's got to be inked. And they have this to add the dimension, the shadowing here. So what we're going to do is ink with the Sundance. And I start off the page or off of the piece and go on. That way you don't get any big lines or areas of darker ink than what you want. So that looks good. You know, the nighttime sky. Now, they did not do anything or say to do anything else to this, but I'm going to add a little bit of gray too, and this would be the pewter. And I'm just going to add it to the bottoms. Now, if I had a moon on this, I could do up here to make it dark, but this is going to have the sun on it, so we don't want to have it dark. But that gives the shadowing like in between the buildings. All right. I like this one too. Oh, we've got a stamp, "You Brighten My Day" on here, and that'll be with the sapphire. There it is. Here's the stamp I got ready. This is going to be down around the middle. I'm going to use the light side. There. Oh, that's a nice bold font. All right. That's how it's going to go together. And this one I will show as well at the end. You'll see close-ups. Whoops. My fingers just keep moving everything. All right, so this will go on here. The sun and the cloud will go on top. And then this goes on top of there. Like that. Cute. All right. I'll be back with card 4. Moving on to card 4, the last card, and I'm already wanting to change it up. Really like the design though. I mean, I love it. Nothing's wrong with it. But I'm going to make it darker behind the skyline. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can find a pencil. Okay, pull out a pencil, put your piece down. You don't need all the layers on it yet, so you know where it's going to be. And I'm going to mark a little mark here and a little mark here, and then I'll make a mark here. All right, so I know that's where I want the ink to be. And since we're doing this, we're going to go from down, up, down, up, from down, up. And I'm just going to continue on. I need a new dauber for this color. I can see all the little marks. I'll just say that's the way I wanted it. All right, let's see how it looks. Sweet, looks like a storm. Looks like a storm cloud, just like it is here. All right. Let me see if I get a new dauber that'll help smooth that out a little bit. And it did say to put some ink where the moon is going to be, but you could do that after you put your base, that layer on top there. I don't think I'm going to get much of that covered up, but that's okay. It is what it is. Okay, so that's going to go on like that. Okay, so now another thing I'm going to do is, oh, it's really pretty paper, isn't it? Like the little stars in there. I have to ink everything. Oh, these are going to have that texture stamp. Okay. Your little clouds are going to have texture. And you could do this with the gray, but they just use the glacier, and no one will ever know. Whoa, yikes. Got that on my card base. Well, we're going to be inking that, aren't we? All right. So, clouds there with a little texture on them. and the moon. I think the moon should have a little shimmer brush behind or on it to make it bright. It's going to go like that. And then these, let's see, the yellow layer. I already stamped this. And then this little layer underneath here. And that is it. Oh, some stars. I got to stamp some stars there. All right, where's that stamp? It's just a little itty bitty tiny star. All right. We're going to do that with Glacier. Very cute. I think maybe we should put some up here too. All right. And now we're going to ink the sides and cover that up. So no one will ever know. Well, I don't want to use that one. We'll use the new one. No one will ever know we messed it up. We could even go over with that texture stamp if I was really irritated by it. It didn't say to ink it this much, but I'm doing it that much because of that spot. So, all right. So that is card number 4. Now stay tuned for close-ups of all the cards finished. And thank you for watching. And I don't know if I mentioned it, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post future videos. Thank you so much again for supporting me and my channel. Take care.